Hi everyone, my name is Assma Shabab, and this summer I worked as a conservation lands GIS fellow with Northeast Conservation Services. We worked on updating conservation and public land records across the state of New Hampshire. So my work focused specifically on updating conservation records within New Hampshire's coastal watershed, which is represented in blue on the map on the right. Looking at the state as a whole, we have collaborated with nearly 35 plus different organizations. In that map, everything in green is what we recorded as conservation lands. And from our results so far, we have added nearly 17,000 acres and counting of conserved land, and that is represented in dark purple on the map on the right. We've also conducted nearly 50 plus different data record updates to conserved land, represented in orange, and nearly 198 different boundary adjustments to conserved land as well. And that is represented in lavender. So why is gathering this data important in the first place, and what is the overall impact of this project? Back in 2021, a coastal watershed conservation plan was created for the New Hampshire coastal watershed. The plan identified certain conservation focus areas that build resilience in our natural systems, for example, flood protection against severe storms and rising seawater. This map on the right is a visualization of where we currently stand in terms of conservation status within the watershed. Everything in gray is land that has been identified as a conservation focus area and that we need to conserve. Everything is green is what we currently have conserved, and everything in dark purple is what we have recently added within this update. And that amounts to nearly 4,300 acres. By providing our clients and stakeholders with this updated information, we can coordinate with them to have a more focused effort towards conserving critical land. So let's examine how land conservation has evolved across the years and what insights we can gain from that. This figure depicts the trends in coastal watershed land conservation from 2000 till the present day, showing us the acres of land conserved each year. The yellow bars represent conserved land with known dates, and the gray bars represent land with unknown dates. The overall trend, as we can see, is that it's showcasing a decline in conservation. And there could be several factors as to why this may be. One of them is that there's an incomplete recording of data. Because of incomplete and delayed data recording, it can cause a lag in records where we're not receiving updates as they happen. So for example, we're receiving updates on land that has been conserved several years ago. And this could be because of limited outreach and technical support, which we're trying to overturn here at Northeast Conservation. It could also be changes in government budgets and funding variability that changes with political priorities. It could also be the impact of COVID-19, as we see in that dip. Personally, this graph caught me by surprise because I would have thought that the acres of conserved land would have gone up, especially with recent policies put into place. But we should take these results with a grain of salt because we have not yet fully processed incoming data for this year's update. So that could impact the look of this graph. It also got me thinking, how can we get data that is current and with minimal errors? One approach that I was considering was possibly making it a requirement for any conservation land acquired in the state to fill out a form with the necessary information and send it to us. But I don't know the likelihood that this policy can be put into practice because of political and logistical barriers. Another more realistic approach I was considering was creating a filter within the New Hampshire Register of Deeds that could filter out conservation transactions, and we could cross-check and fill in any gaps. So those are just some of the ideas that I had for this project moving forward. I'd like to conclude that this presentation by saying that this fellowship has had a huge impact on me and in my career personally. I've gained important communication and project management skills and have gained an understanding of the work that goes behind the scene towards land conservation. So thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I would like to personally thank my mentor, Pete, for his continued support and patience throughout this fellowship, as well as my advisors, Alexis and Adam, for their help navigating this summer. And I'd also like to thank thank my fellow cohort that it was just great to see how their projects have got along, and it was definitely a motivation to get my project going along as well. So thank you for listening in.